Welcome to the overnight.
Did that game tell you more about where Philly's at?
I'll talk about the weekend. Yankees, Boston, and the Giants. I'm going to talk about the Yankees first.
Kansas City's missing Rishi Rice, Xavier Worthy. I'm not trying to give them a pass, but
Yankees finally took the series against Boston
they've got no
for the first time this year.
in the passing game.
Sorry about that. We got a train rolling by. So,
One team that's 0-2 that's going to make the playoffs.
Saturday night, Yankees win.
It's easy money, but we looked last time they started out 0-2.
And then I saw a comment by Jazz Chisholm.
When that is 7, they missed the playoffs that year. So maybe this is a step back for
And the moment I saw that on Facebook, I knew this team wasn't winning tonight. And what happened tonight? Will Warren gave up 6 in the first. Game over. Once again, Jazz Chisholm writes checks the Yankees can't cash. With his super team comments, and Fernando Cruz with his bullpen comments. And every time, they puff out their fucking chest when they fucking win, when they win the first 2 games of a series, and then the very next game, they just don't fucking win. Fernando Cruz said that after the Toronto series. Oh, there's not a bullpen that can hang with us. And what happened? Thanks to started by Fernando Cruz. 19 runs in a 6-inning span by the bullpen. They need to shut their fucking mouth. They really do. It's just fucking ridiculous. Now they're 4 back with 13 to play. And yes, their schedule is favorable. 7 against Baltimore. And you got Minnesota and Chicago and the White Sox. Beat out as May. We'll see how it goes the rest of the year. But there's no excuse why this team can't go 9-4 or better. No excuse. Now to the Giants. So, where do I begin with the Giants? Do I begin with the defense?
They've never really developed a run game that's consistent. I mean, if you want to look at the contract,
Or do I begin with the coaching?
look at
Do I begin with the red zone?
simply say this.
Do I begin with the fact that they're 0-2 again for the 10th time in the last 13 years?
Jalen Hurts didn't have a prolific day yesterday. He barely threw over 100 yards. Probably with sacks.
I don't know.
Took away from that. But
There's so many variables to this fucking game. This was a super winnable game. And you would think with 25 seconds ago that Russell Wilson led an amazing, fourth quarter drive
there's never really
with a nice shot, pass to Malik Neighbors, who had a great game.
I think they could win with. Like, that's the one thing that I look at and say, all right, if Mahomes is
And
going to play,
you're thinking, okay, the defense needs to make one stop and not commit a fucking penalty.
they just don't have it, man. When Patrick Mahomes is your leading rusher,
And what fucking happened?
your next player or running back is able to accumulate.
I don't know what the fuck Shane Bowen was thinking.
I don't know if it's more of a matter of missing up front with who they brought in.
That second down fucking irritated the fucking shit out of me. You left the middle of the field wide fucking open.
But I look at it, yes,
And then Brandon Aubrey hit that 64-yarder
where this league's going right now.
to tie the game, set in overtime,
Like the value of the running backs.
which should have never have happened.
The value of them is starting to skyrocket again because you've got so many teams.
Unfucking disciplined fucking penalties. Roughing the passer, pass interference, illegal contact.
They haven't adapted. They haven't adjusted what everyone else has, or at least some of the top teams have. So that's that's my big concern. If I'm looking at Kansas City critically,
it's just fucking ridiculous.
I don't Patrick Mahomes in the passing game too much, but they sure as heck don't care about running the football, and they need to start caring about that. Otherwise, they're gonna go 9-7.
We can't blame the offense on this one because the offense put up 37.
Maybe the running back is back.
You know those two drives in overtime.
It's like, Green Bay's the other team you look at, and there's
I don't understand why you needed to throw the ball 30 yards down the field. You could have just dinked and dunked it after they got the stop to start overtime, and all you needed was a fucking field goal. What's the first play? Let's just fucking heave it 30 yards down the field.
Patrick Mahomes spoke afterwards about the Kelsey
And then
in that moment in the game.
I understand that Russell was trying to hold. He tried to hold on to the ball, and the ball went backwards. I understand. He was trying to hold it, and it slipped out of his hands. Okay. But so, and then the second drive, I don't know how many snaps Devin Singletary had, but I didn't understand. You could have had Tracy in there. And I understand that we're punishing Tracy about, the play calling in the red zone last week. And, it's what every fan has been fucking saying. How are the Giants in the red zone today? What are they, 1 for 4?
He's always on the right side of things, but I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like the same
So they're 1 for 6 in the red zone this year.
we've seen in previous years. And maybe this is just the
And the thing is,
end of
the one red zone drive, and especially when the second half rolled around,
more than likely how it goes.
when they got the interception
And their dominance
and they were in the red zone and they came up with nothing because they went for it on 4th down.
between Super Bowls.
That's where you get the points. Take the fucking points.
Like what we see from dynasties when it starts to fade away. The exception is New England and what they did.
I wouldn't have minded a field goal there. And you want to know something? It would have probably made a difference. The Giants probably would have won this game.
The better part of a decade, and maybe this is, we're at the point to where it starts to
So
fade away a little bit here.
I think the other thing you have to acknowledge is, I said this before,
it's just,
landed the way I wanted it to, at least
when do we call for fucking Shane Bowen
the AFC
to be fired?
is a much more difficult division than the AFC East. For as great as it was a run for the Patriots,
For the second year in a row, we came into the league with ranked first
at least not into his prime,
defensive line.
the Dolphins were not really,
And yet, the first week we couldn't stop the run.
outside of that run with Mangie for a short
And I read so how about the penalties and whatnot.
overly competitive. Like, that was a division that
Dallas had 12 penalties too. It wasn't like just the referees were against the Giants and shit like that. But Dallas had 12 penalties.
obviously the Chargers who already beat this Kansas City Chiefs team,
The last 7 penalties on the Giants
almost in a playoff team, you gotta start to go through
was on the defense.
and just say, all right,
And we can't, we could put the offense penalties, but here's the thing. From the 4:47 mark of the first quarter, when Daniel Bellinger had a full start, the offense did not commit a single penalty the rest of the game.
then what Tom Brady, Bill Belichick in battle.
So it wasn't the offense's fault.
And all they had to do was
They had that first fucking drive
and now, the Chiefs might have to go on the road. They might have to, be a wild card team depending on how the
where,
goes. Yeah, it's
and it started basically, it started from the beginning, from the kickoff.
really bad.
Big return, negated by penalty.
It's almost like the Bills.
Tyrone Tracy had 24-yard run, negated by penalty. James Hudson,
Yeah, that was way
You had 4 penalties in that first fucking drive alone. And you're going to fucking throw a fucking fit on the sidelines?
I saw one stumble down onto the field.
Neon Green again, I'm assuming, was the. I did not see video.
Fucking ridiculous.
Tweet about it and say, okay, well, I guess that's what we're still doing.
I don't know how. I mean, I think he was like the first player in NFL history to have 4 penalties in a single drive and in a row. Fucking just unfucking disciplined. And 2 of them were personal fouls. And Joe Shane gave this guy the contract he gave him was fucking ridiculous. Hey, you think he earned that fucking shit? No. Shit. I mean, Mike Kafka called a pretty good game. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, yes, I've criticized Mike Kafka in the past, but he called a way better game today. They put up points. You know, in the last 8 times against Dallas, this team couldn't sniff 20 or more. They put up 37 and still lost. I think they were the 7th team in NFL history to put up 500 yards of offense, 37 points, and commit 14 penalties. But they were the first team in the fucking NFL history to lose. Because you want to know why? Because bad teams find ways to lose games, and this team is bad. This has been the worst team in the league for the last few seasons.
They haven't seemingly lost in a long ass time, and it doesn't look like they're going to slow down anytime soon. So, good game for Philly.
Another 1-score loss. What are we, 1-9 now in the last 10 games or something like that?
Who knows? Maybe they'll get healthier, and we'll see Josh Simmons in the backfield if they'll run again. That might be something. But it is Brady Quinn.
You know, it's about preparation. It's about execution. Attention to detail. Brian Dable is not a fucking good coach. And now we got the home opener on Sunday night against Mahomes, who's got the same record as the Giants. You don't think they're going to come in the fucking MetLife pissed? If the Giants put up some points, I'd be surprised if they put up 30. If they could put up at least like 23, and the defense actually gets their, does something instead of committing stupid fucking penalties and keeps Mahomes in check and keeps him in front of him, we'll have a chance. But if this is going to be like week 1, where the defense was on the field too much, the second half is going to be a field day for Mahomes. But I think that this is a winnable game. And it is. I think it is a winnable game next Sunday night. I'm not going to lie. I didn't think the Giants is going to have them in to score 30 points this year. Malik Neighbors had a great game. Wandale Robinson had a great game. They finally got Darius Slayton involved. Cam Scatterbo, got more and he got his first touchdown. Theo Johnson had a pretty good game. Didn't drop any footballs. I think he's gonna get better. But I'm pretty optimistic about the offense now. Now, once Andrew Thomas gets back, I think that our offense can do something. Now, the one thing I want to talk about, and it made fucking was just bizarre. on how they put Jackson Dart in the fourth quarter out there. He had like three. He was out there for 3 snaps. To me, you fucked up. You didn't fuck up Russell's rhythm because he was playing well and whatnot, and he was. Like, I can understand if Dart was in there like the first quarter or something like that, and Russell was struggling, and they did something, to provide a spark. But I didn't think it was warranted. Like, the first time, it worked. With Scatterbo had that 25-yard run to get to the 1. But after that, Dallas fucking expected it. You don't think Kansas City's going to expect that with Spagnuolo? No, do I think that Dart will be in the game next week for a couple of plays? Probably most likely the way it's going. I wouldn't be surprised, if he threw a pass. But to do it in the fourth quarter of a close game when your offense is mowing up and down the fucking field and Russell Wilson's having a good game, I thought that was unfucking necessary. And yes, we know that Dable has a fucking hard-on for Jackson Dart. He does. And he wants him in there because he thinks he's going to save his job. You had 2 fucking tries so far, and you failed on both. You didn't have your team prepared in week 1. Now you didn't have your team was undisciplined in week 2. What are we going to expect in week 3? And it's pretty funny that, when the offense doesn't do a thing, the defense steps up. And when the offense steps up, the defense can't do a fucking thing. And this team can't play fucking complimentary football. Just imagine if they ever fucking put it together. We'd have a chance against in every fucking game. I think we can be in every fucking game. But I think it's this fucking coaching staff that won't put players in the best position. And especially on the defense. And especially what we saw 19 seconds ago. That's what I think. Because the sheer fucking fact that when Shane Bowen was hired, he was supposed to, he had a top 10 run defense with Tennessee. Oh, and we're going to have 4 guys that can, rush the passer. Now you have that. And yet, you can't fucking stop anything. It just goes to show you. I mean, I've always said it, and I said it. When Robert Saleh got fired by the Jets, the Giants should have fucking just swooped him immediately. Made him a defensive assistant. And then there in the offseason, you should have just fired Bowen and made Saleh a defensive coordinator. Just imagine Saleh with this fucking defense. I think this team would, if Robert Saleh was defense coordinator, there was no way that the Giants would lose this game. And there was no way that Dallas would have put up 40. Luckily, if they put up like 22 or 23. And this would have been an easy win for the Giants. But
anywhere else.
well, let's see what happens next week against Mahomes.
Join us all season long.
I think either 0-2, they're pissed off.
Ridiculous. Or open your free
Home opener Sunday night.
search the Solid Verbal
You know,
Football Podcast and listen now. We don't just love college football.
well, let's see how this team fares. I mean,
I'm a great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog.
can this team win a game?
While doing my homework,
I think it can.
I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted
I mean,
driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please
it's the question is how
don't drive.
they're going to lose
Brought to you by the National Highway
and when.
Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light.
Because you know what's going to happen with this team. They're in the game, and they'll find a fucking way to lose. So, I'm really happy that the Giants offense actually turned it around today. The offensive line was way better. I mean, yeah, even though Russell got sacked 3 times, but he wasn't under duress like he was the first week.
Troubling news for a potential Super Bowl contender in the National Football League.
So,
Here in just a couple of moments from now, but right now it is time for the Tire-Rack play of the
that's it for tonight. I'm just sick and tired of this. Sick and tired of this team fucking just. When will it turn around?
Bengals Radio Network on the call. That is your Tire-Rack
And I got to hear Brian Dable.
helping customers
Tough loss.
for how, what, and where
He doesn't give me anything in the fucking post game. Just doesn't.
protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation, Tire-Rack.
All he does is defend his.
You're probably thinking, Jake Browning on a touchdown? Why would that be? Well, because it's the story of the day, and thus far the story
I'm just hoping that
of the NFL to watch. Because
this team,
Burrow, according to reports, Ian Rappaport being one of them,
hopefully that they just turn it around. But we'll see.
grade 3 turf toe injury
But that's about it for today.
and put him out at least 3 months.
Another fucking loss. It's just.
Still evaluating options.
Can't beat the Cowboys. Doesn't matter who fucking is the coach. It doesn't matter.
Program. He commented on that report and said 3 months.
Can't beat Dak.
Surgery means end of season. Horrible.
Fucking amazing. It really is. Doesn't matter the coach. Doesn't matter the fucking personnel. Doesn't matter.
So, I don't know.
And you gave Brian Schottenheimer his first career NFL win.
Joe Burrow
You fucking handed it to him.
and change into the year
Handed it to him.
next year for Burrow again.
I thought we had the advantage in every coaching,
in the NFL.
but
He's missed time due to injury, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, I can't wait till Sunday night
His rookie year, when he started playing 10 games.
with the Giants home opener.
Ended up, was it 2023? A couple of years ago.
We'll see what happens.
He, missed. I wanna say
And then the
6
Yankees.
games. That-
Playoffs are almost here.
now this.
I think we can still catch the division,
It's tough. And this is not a scenario where you're going
but we need help. And I don't think that's going to happen. But
he just seems highly injury prone, especially when you go back to his days at Ohio State.
these are winnable games coming up,
Without these
and there's no excuse.
at Ohio State to be there.
And hoping Aaron Judge still
So it's tough. It's a tough
continues
decision for fans, because with him, you're a
his
Super Bowl caliber.
his streak, right? His good streak, because he,
Like Jake Browning.
what do you have? He had a couple home runs
On this offense.
at Boston,
Played well in spot duty before.
and hopefully this snowballs to get him into the playoffs, and we can just, and everybody can just shut the fuck up about his fucking playoff record. If him and Stanton can fucking carry this team, and Bellinger, those three, I think we can have something that can offset the fucking pitching. And it ain't the starters. And I think when the playoffs roll around, it's going to be Farid, Rodon, and Luis Heel, and then probably Schlittler. I mean, do we have do? I mean,
If they're out of the playoff, what's the point?
do we risk
You're not going to rush them back.
Will Warren in the playoffs against good teams?
So
I don't think so.
even at the most optimistic view,
But
if he does need surgery, he does get surgery.
but there's a couple of relievers don't even want to see in the postseason, and Mark Leiter's one of them, and
Hopefully he can recover,
Devin Williams is the other.
move on. But that grade
So
toe injury, and mind you, I'm telling you, anyone would nag him the rest of his career.
the Yankees have a chance
Foot injuries,
of
he could be sprained, he could be Achilles, he could be a turf toe, he could surgery like that.
winning the division, but they need to start. I think if the Yankees go 10-3 these last 13 games,
This is a huge blow to the Bengals, and if you are the Kansas City Chiefs, now say 0-2. Well, you're ending
they'll
the
win.
season
9-4, 10-3, 9-4.
yourself if you
I think we'll get it done.
about those guys. Like that's probably what
Because
team-
Boston Toronto, I think has Boston, and I think they have Houston. I'm not 100% sure. I have to check the schedule. But that's what has to happen.
He's got a lot of football left. But
We have an advantage, and we need to take full advantage.
you mentioned there's always the injury. There's, he had the
So,
issue a couple of years ago. He had the
can't blame starting pitching.
He had a shoulder that popped up. I think he had like a
But
spleen exploded.
I think
like in training camp.
going into the
This is always a conversation, always a talking point.
the playoffs, we need momentum.
If you go back
All right, everyone, have a good night.
Rams,
I'm gonna go back to work. My crew is here.
this is not to try and say, well, that's
Hopefully, I'll be back next week or something like that before the
Trey Hendrickson's not going to be back next year.
you talk about the Yankees and talk about the Giants some more.
And the lineup.
Have a good night, everybody.